There's plenty of electricity in the air here today as we welcome you to a wild card matchup here on EA Sports.
Well, partner, we're about to get the playoffs underway. How about a final thought before kickoff?
Training camp, practices, off-season, everything, the whole year. Finally, a chance to get to playoffs and see what's going to happen.
Wild card weekend is underway. Brown's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right on the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
First down at the 26. He's wide open for the grab. He's in the clear. The 10, touchdown.
There's nothing like getting on the board first in a playoff game. This wild card game, what a job to go down the field and score. That settles the nerves down. Tell you what it also does, makes the other team a little more nervous.
And a touchback.
First down at the 20. Here's the handoff. Patterson's met at the 30.
Patterson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down at the 30. The grab is made by Rudolph. That's a gain of 10.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
There's a flag right there. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. Bridgewater's going to be in the pistol here.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And Wallace is going to pull in the bullet pass. No one's going to get him now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. That touchdown evens the game. It looked like there was some danger of them digging a big hole early, but it doesn't look like that anymore.
That danger's gone. Boy, I'll tell you what it does. It sets up, I think, a game where it looks like it's going to be very exciting. It could go back and forth. If it does, this is going to be fun to call.
And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Panthers getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
First down at the 31. Looking across the middle. And that's a gain of 9.
Running backs are such a big part of the pass game now in the NFL. Look at this play, able to take a short catch and get a long gain out of it. Nice job by the running back.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Bills handed the football.
Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
It's first down as they head to the line. The Vikings lined up in the nickel. Takes it from the gun. Jones is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Inside the 20 now at the 19.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Jones is ready to run off the screen.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Only 20 yards to the end zone.
The Panthers line up in the pistol offense. Second down and 11.
Over to Greg Olsen with the reception.
Touchdown, Panthers. That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Vikings offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out. They got it done.
Gains about 3. Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. They bring in the extra tight end. Looking at every option. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Here's the first snap after the big play. Going to be a penalty here. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The defense will take the penalty.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Bridgewater's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Bridgewater by himself in the backfield. Bridgewater's going to take it from the gun. And it's batted down. This defensive front has been the talk all week long. And Phil, we met with them in our production meetings this week. They know they'll have a chance to get to the quarterback today. That's second down coming up. Bridgewater's got it in the gun. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Well, when you get in situations like this, third and long, got to be smart on the offensive side. Yeah, I know you want to pick up the first down, but don't force it, because if you do, it'll probably lead to a turnover.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up third down. The Vikings need to get to the 42 for the first down. Bridgewater's going to take the snap from the shotgun. But the hit knocks the ball out.
Rudolph's really hit hard that time. I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
He thinks twice about returning this one and signals fair catch.
The Panthers ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
First down at the 27.
There is a flag out.
Ball at the 47. Hills in the backfield. Single back set. First down at the 47.
Shakes off the hit.
Hills tackled right at the 42.
And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. The Panthers will approach this play from out of the pistol.
Second down and 5. He'll throw it over the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. Gains 20.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Toss to the outside. Smith's in on the tackle.
This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback's face. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Jeremy Hill has the catch.
Gets about 9 on the play.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
The red zone. One last play before the quarter ends. First and 10.
And here's the toss.
Kendricks there to make the stop.
The Panthers still driving as the second quarter gets underway. They They step up to the 9-yard line.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Has the grab.
It's Floyd who makes the tackle.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown. The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
Hill's got the toss, secures the football.
The Vikings defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line, and they tackle the runner for a loss.
And converts on the 3. Everyone knows they were looking for 7 on that trip, but they add the field goal and have a nice little cushion here early in the second quarter, Phil.
I agree with what the coach did there that time. That was a good job. Get the 3 points and keep everything rolling your way and put doubt into your opponent's mind.
First down at the 19. Patterson's going to take the handoff now. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Let's go.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Could have been intercepted. Third and 7 coming up. The Vikings will look to get to the 29 to pick up a first. The Vikings from the 22. The Vikings now move the chains.
A foot race to the end zone.
The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Short passes are just as important as the long passes down the field. This time, a short, accurate pass. Look what it leads to. All those yards after the catch. Nice run, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll take it at the 20. The Panthers put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
First down at the 20.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
That's reception number 2 for him. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they can have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
Second and 4 following the run. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Takes it out of the eye. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield. The Panthers stay on the ground. Now They take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Coming up, second down.
Let's go. 295.
As Olsen, the Panthers want to get their tight end involved early, and they have. Olsen's been a focal point for this offense here in the first half.
Anytime you have a tight end with talent, you want to get them involved in the passing game. You know why? Because it's a mismatch. They're going against linebackers, safeties, guys who are not as athletic as they are.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Hill in the backfield. Single back set. The Panthers snap it at the 31. Hill with the reception for a gain of about 5.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Vikings go with the dime formation here on defense. The Panthers snap it up at the 26. Greg Olsen has the catch. That's his 4th catch of the day.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. This will be the 8th play of this drive. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The give. Griffin's there to take him down.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Here we have second down. Hill's called on once again. Smith's there to make the tackle. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You've got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
That is play number 10 on this drive.
Let's go.
First and goal. Hill's got it again. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
This long drive continues. The Vikings load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Chip touchdown, Carolina Panthers. What a fine start to this game. Here we are late in the second quarter. They put up another touchdown, Phil.
Well, they got a nice lead. They like to take this in at halftime. And if you're the coach of the team that's leading at halftime, you know what you tell your players? Hey, guys, good job. Let's keep that going. You pat them on the rear and tell them how good they are because, hey, this has been a clinic so far in the first half.
They're setting up the return. He steps out.
The Vikings offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Bridgewater by himself in the backfield. First down at the 28. Bridgewater's taking off to the sideline and complete.
Well, it was an awesome job that time by the quarterback getting out of the pocket. He keeps the play alive and able to throw it down the field for a nice completion.
Now 1st and 10. Baldwin's got it. First down. The Vikings signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used.
Coming to the line at the 40-yard line.
Bridgewater's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. The Vikings get a first down. That's his first reception today. The Vikings will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
At the 22-yard line, here they come.
The Vikings at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. This would be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Second down coming up.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Surveys. Brandon Flowers picks off that pass. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Panthers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
And we'll be back to Charlotte after the break for the start of the third quarter. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field.
The Vikings back onto the field. Of course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play by the defender?
I'm giving most of the credit to the defender. It was just a good play.
Second down here. Bridgewater's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. They'll go shotgun here. Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Panthers take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Quick drop back. Olsen's tackled down at the 22. As we get another look at the stats in a game where you're winning, you expect your quarterback to come up big.
And that has been the case today.
It's been an outstanding day from the quarterback position. Decision-making, throws all over the field, accuracy. You can't ask your quarterback to do any more than he has done today. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Panthers in for the score. And they've established a nice lead here just moments into the second half.
Wow, what a difficult. Good job by the offense finding a way to score, but what a terrible job by the defense. No life, no execution, and now you just face a bigger deficit.
The Panthers getting ready to kick it off. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Vikings offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Down the field, but they can't connect.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Gets out of the pocket fast and not able to make the throw for the completion.
Second down following that incompletion.
The Panthers will come out in the dime. Bridgewater's back in shotgun formation. And the pass is complete to Wallace. That's another reception. Give him 2.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
It'll be third down.
Patterson's a receiver all the way out to the right. Bridgewater standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left. Well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
First down at the 39.
Wants to go deep. Failing to complete that one. So second down here.
Out of the gun. It's wide open. Ball is out. The defense has the football.
When I talk to young quarterbacks, I say the number 1 rule is always keep 2 hands on that football. That time, he doesn't do it. That's why when he got hit in the pocket, he fumbles it.
The Panthers have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
The football rests at the 44. The Panthers come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. First down at the 44.
There's a flag out.
Smith's there to make the tackle. You have to like what this team has done today passing the football. It's been their identity this season, and that continues here today.
Yeah, he's like, listen, this quarterback is a lot like a pitcher. Some days he'll beat you with the fastball. The next day it's the breaking ball, and that's what he can do too. He beats you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
The Panthers have it at the 39. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Second down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Second down and 7.
Paul Richardson makes the grab. That's reception number 2 for him.
When you see the defensive back on the inside of a wide receiver, you have a corner route on, make sure you throw it towards the sideline, let the wide receiver outrun the defensive back, and he makes a nice catch there. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stopped him for a short gain.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Second and goal from the 7. Again, they'll lean on him.
Tim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Loss of 3 on the play. Now moving the football to the 10-yard line. The Vikings come out in a dime package. Third and goal from the 10. To Jones.
So they failed to convert on third down, but that's been one of the lone failures on third today. Should be what we call a gimme. And the kick is good for 3.
We're heading into the 4th, and it looks like they've seized control of this game with that field goal.
I think they have. And you know what you do? You kick that field goal, you're looking at the clock, and you're deciding how many times can the opponent have the football? What should we do? Manage the game from here on out.
The Vikings offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Bridgewater's going to take it from the gun. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
The Panthers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Jumps into the air and pulls it down.
No bump coverage here. Corners backing up quickly to the line.
The Vikings take it from the 38. The reception by Patterson. The ball is fumbled.
Nice job by the offense that time. Even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
After nearly turning it over, it's second down.
Patterson's lined up in a single back formation.
Launching it deep, and it's incomplete.
In the NFL, you got to throw the football deep down the field, but the quarterback he overthrows it.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun.
Running away from the pressure. The defense gets a sack.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
And this will be a fair catch. The Panthers could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
Let's go.
First down at the 37. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Second down now. Hill takes his spot in the backfield. Hill's going to secure the handoff. He's tackled right at the 48.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
The Panthers will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the fourth. Coming to the line at the 48. Hill's lined up as the single back. The final quarter begins with this snap.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Come to the line of scrimmage at the 29. Double tight end formation. First down at the 29. Hill's tackled down after a gain of 5. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. Hill takes his spot in the backfield.
Let's go.
Second down and 5. Hill's got it on the handoff. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. On the way, third down. The Panthers are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. It's intercepted! Spins away from contact. An open lane. This one is well out of reach, and that's more of a moral victory for this defense than anything else.
Well, it's a good moral victory. Anytime you get an interception, make the other team make a mistake, that is good for your defense. And you know, I don't know. I don't think this game is over. I'm saying to the offense, let's see if you can go out there and score quick, and let's make a game of this.
Bridgewater's alone in the backfield. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking long to Mike Wallace, and it falls incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Has space. Steps out of bounds.
Well, if you force him out of the pocket and you force him to run, he'll do it, and he's pretty good at it. Good job.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. Bridgewater will have it in the pistol. First down at the 23. And it falls incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
The Panthers set at the line. Dime package.
This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 50% on the day. Here they are inside the 20, and they keep their hopes alive as they move down the field.
Yeah, they've done that. Now they got to do the hard part. When you get to this part of the field in the red zone, we know the defense is not worried about deep throws down the field. You got to hit those seams. We'll see if they can get it done.
Fullback takes the handoff.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Third and goal from the 1.
And that'll close the gap.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can score to get it done.
Inside of the uprights. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Panthers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Second down, about 3.5 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Get ready.
When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. It's a catch by Richardson. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Good route that time by the receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Gets the handle here. Hills marked down after a gain of 4. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. Second and 6 coming up. The Panthers will take the snap from the 35. Hills tackled right at the 35. Two minutes remaining in the game. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Get ready.
From the gun.
And incomplete as Jones can't hold on.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Patterson's going to make the fair catch this time. The Vikings coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Looking long. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. The Vikings snap it at the 36. And the catch is made by Rudolph. Rudolph's tackled right at the 42. Now on 1st down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can. And one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
And Joseph in on the tackle. 2nd down. Late in the 4th quarter. The corners step back. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. He's hit as he throws it. Trailing. Every 3rd down so big at this point. Bridgewater's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Scrambling now. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 6th play. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. The Vikings from the 37. Makes the reception. Tackled down at the 22.
Nice catch that time by the receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 50% on the day. With about a minute to go, they're going to need every break possible. First, they must score on this possession. It's caught by Baldwin.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Here's the quick toss. Keithley's able to read that play and make the hit. Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to...
Never too late. That's a touchdown.
Late in the 4th, and even after that touchdown, they're going to need a miracle in the closing moments.
Well, I think what we're finding out, the game is never over. Play it till the end. They did a great job of scoring there. Now can they find a way to get that football back and maybe win this game?
The Vikings need a score, so they're going to be going with an onside kick.
Well, I don't think they had any choice. They had to go for the onside kick there, and really the kick is just not good enough to give his teammates a chance for recovery, and now the game is probably over.
The Panthers offense is on the field for a victory bow. One kneels down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
Second down. Hill in the backfield. Single back set. Trying to plow ahead. The Vikings will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time.
Only 34 yards to the end zone.
Third and short. They'll run it with him again. The Vikings will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point.
This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt.
The Panthers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Panthers have to punt the football. That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. The Vikings offense still has a chance here, Phil. Late in the game, can they make something happen?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Jim. I think let's look at it from the defensive side. Know the situation. If they get the ball, they catch a pass, make sure you come up and make the tackle. Don't let them catch and run and get a big play against you.
The Vikings with probably their final chance coming up. A ton of defensive backs out here for this play. That's a mindless error on the offense. The game has come to an end. We've got one team with its season extended on to the divisionals, and the other one heading home after a disappointing loss. All right, one side moving on to the divisional round after this victory today in the wild card playoffs.
How about that? All year long you work, you make it to the playoffs, and then you get a playoff victory. You realize then as a player what a difference about the regular season compared to the playoffs.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.